Pick your hero. Or villain, I'm not judging.
Hey guys, Cyclops CXG here, and today I'm going to be going over 4 custom Marvel Rivals characters I'd like to see in-game. These characters will have full movesets and a few skins, along with some of them having passives or team-ups. Without further ado, let's get into the video. 2 quick notes before starting. Number 1 is I do not care about any leaks. These are characters that I want in Marvel Rivals. It doesn't matter if they've already been leaked. Number 2 is that I play on console or on PS5 to be more specific. This matters because I might refer to which button is pressed when the ability activates, and I'll refer to whatever the default button is for PS5. Right now on screen there should be a chart with each PS5 keybind and what it transfers to on Xbox or PC. This will also be up whenever I mention buttons in the video. Now on to character number 1.
To me, my X-Men.
I have 5 total skins planned out for Cyclops. His first one is this, which is his more modern look. It's used in more modern comics and it shows like the new X-Men 97 and is what most commonly seen. Next up, we have his recolor, which is based more off his original look. The biggest difference here is that it has the hair covering, and this is what he looked like in the original X-Men comic. His special skin, or his second skin that will come on release, is from the X-Revolution arc, also known as Time Displaced X-Men. A quick blurb of what happened over this saga is, after the Phoenix saga, Cyclops accidentally kills Professor X, so he leaves the X-Men. Beast brings back the original 5 X-Men from the past to talk to Cyclops, and Cyclops is wearing this red and black suit when he makes his new Revolution team to stand different from the blue and gold X-Men. I personally really like the skin. I really like the color scheme of black and red. I don't know if you could tell at all. And I also really like the mask. About halfway through the season, this skin would drop, which is more casual clothes. I think that this would be a very unique look for Cyclops, as there's nothing in-game that's straight up casual clothes, other than like Luna Snow's base skin. But this is just what Cyclops would be wearing on a day-to-day journey. And then sometime later along the road, this skin would drop. It's his black skin from the Fox X-Men movies, which would also be considered a collab with the Fox X-Men universe, just like we have like collab with Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness skins and stuff, or the collab with like Infinity War or anything. Now on to Cyclops' moves. His primary fire is called Optic Beam, and this would be R2 on PS5. He shoots a long laser from his eyes with infinite range, kind of like Ultron, but does have a damage fall off. It is not hit scan, meaning it does have bullet time, and it has 100 ammo like Jeff. He has a secondary fire called Optic Split, which is his L2, which shoots separated laser shots from his eyes. These ones have limited range, they are hit scan, and it's 10 shots. His first ability, or his movement ability, is called Optic Blast, and it's R1. It involves Cyclops shooting a laser downwards, which boosts him backwards and into the air. It deals a bit of damage to any enemies hit by the laser or hit by Cyclops. It's mostly used for like propelling himself backwards, and it has a 6-second reload. His second ability, it's called Optic Sweep, and it's his L1 ability. Cyclops spins in a circle with his laser going, and deals damage to all the hit enemies. It also leaves a trail that deals less damage, but deals damage over time. So if you're directly hit by the laser, you'll get damage, and if you're hit by the trail, which comes after the laser, you'll get less damage, but damage over time. This ability has a 15-second reload. And finally, his ultimate, which is Super Optic Beam, which has Cyclops rip off his visor and unleash a mega laser. This one taps whatever enemies he hits, kind of like Maximum Pulse. Finally, for a team-up, we have Bouncing Beams, which is a team-up with Captain America. Cyclops can shoot his lasers off Captain America's shield and it bounces them in a random direction. Kind of like Captain America can deflect opponents' bullets, but now he can also deflect his teammates' bullets. Our next character is...
200 miles per hour with a blindfold on. Mama always asking, where did I go wrong?
Took you long enough.
What's up, danger? What's up, danger?
I see this spark in you. It's amazing. Whatever you choose to do with it, you'll be great.
Our family doesn't run from things.
You're the best of all of us, Miles. You're on your way.
When do I know I'm Spider-Man?
You won't. That's all it is, Miles. A leap of faith.
Like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger?
Made them myself. They fit perfectly.
Can't stop me now. Travel 200 miles, I'm knocking at your door. And I don't really care if you ain't done wrong. What's up, danger? Don't be a stranger. I'm right here at your door. I won't leave. I want more. What's up, danger? Yeah, what's up, danger? 'Cause I like high chances that I might lose. I like it all on the edge, just like you. And I like tall buildings, sparkling off of them. I go hard with it, no matter how dark. Come on, what's up, danger?
I only have 4 skins planned out for Miles Morales instead of the 5 for Cyclops, which you'll see among my other characters. I only have 4 for the rest of them. This is his default look that you will see him wearing most of the time in the comics and other appearances. This is the default look that he will have in game. Next up, we have his recolor, which is just a spray paint style, which looks kind of like how it looks in Spider-Verse. We have a special variant, which would be his second skin that releases on drop. This is the venomized version of Miles Morales, or what Miles Morales looks like with Venom. And finally, we have a skin that would release halfway through the season. This is his hoodie and Jordans look that he wears in Spider-Verse, and it's inspired by his appearance in Spider-Verse. Now on to Miles' moves. His primary fire is called Venom Punch, and it's R2. This involves him punching forward with an electric fist, and he can combo his punches. This is also his melee, kind of like the Thing. His secondary fire is called Electro Shot, and it's his L2. There are electric webs that shoot from his wrist. These are hit scan, and there's 10 shots before you need to reload. His ability number 1, or his movement ability, is called Web Swing, which is his R1. It has him shoot a web from his wrist that latches onto a wall, kind of like Spider-Man, with a 4-second reload. His reload begins as soon as you shoot the web, not as soon as you land. Like, for example, if you're playing Venom, his reload for his web begins as soon as you land, but Miles begins as soon as you shoot it out. His second ability is Invisible Web, and it's his L1. He turns invisible until he's hit or shot, like Loki or Invisible Woman, with a 60-second reload. His passive is called Wall Climb, which allows him to climb on walls, and he can run or walk on them. And his ultimate is called Spider-Verse Collapse, which summons a random Spider-Verse hero, which appears as a bot to help Miles Morales. This is a big... Also, I have to go into it with more detail. There are 7 different characters that can appear, all from one of the 2 Spider-Verse movies. Most of them behave essentially just like a Spider-Man bot with less moves or less combos. The first character that can appear is Peter B. Parker, which is essentially just a normal Spider-Man, but has less HP and is stupider, just like what I described earlier. The second character is Gwen Stacy, which has less HP but is more nimble. It's like a faster version. The third character is Spider-Man 2099, which which has electric webs, meaning it's the same as the default less HP, less combos, but it deals more damage. Next up, we have Spider-Punk or Toby, which makes a lot of noise when he attacks, which has a special encounter with Venom, makes Venom weaker when Toby is summoned, because symbiotes are weak to noise. We have Spider-Man Noir, which makes everyone's screen make everything monochrome. That's his special ability. He still has the less HP and less combos, but everyone on your team and the opponent team is monochrome, or maybe just everyone on the opponent team. We have Spider-Ham, which has a completely new moveset of him just portaling around the map and randomly bonking players on his hammer. This can be your teammates or enemies. Finally, we have Spider-Man India, which is normal Spider-Man, but also uses his yo-yo as part of his combos. I will be making a video that goes more in depth with this ult, so if you have trouble understanding this now, just stay tuned. Finally, I have Miles Morales having 2 team-ups. His first team-up is Voltaic Union, which was the old team-up between Thor, Storm, and Captain America. I think we should bring it back because I really enjoyed that team-up as a Storm player who dips in Captain America occasionally. I liked it, and I think the electrical power works with Miles also. This would power up Miles' Electro Shot, giving it 1.5 damage and a faster reload. And his second team-up is Symbiote Bond, which is the team-up between Venom, Spider-Man, and Penny, which was removed so that Venom could have a team-up with Jeff. If you still want a Jeff team-up, you could add him to this team-up also. But also I want Miles Morales in there, because it appears every Spider person's in there for now. This gives Miles the Touch of Clintar ability, which I remember off the top of my head happens when you click triangle on PS5, which makes you explode out into a mess of symbiotic gloop. Our next character...
It occurs to me I know very little about your past. What was your father like?
What is the best way to say it? I believe small-time hood sums it up. But my father wanted more out of life. He wanted to become a member of the mob. As for myself, I was lonely, ostracized because of my weight. My father had great dreams, but things never went my father's way.
Willie, what are you doing here? Come on, let's go!
Whatever my father touched turned positively putrid. Over the years, I tried to join my father in his business pursuits. I wanted to gain his acceptance. I failed.
Sometimes sacrifices must be made. Sorry, son, that's the way things are.
Young man, this court is willing to show leniency, but you must name your accomplice.
Now I was all alone. I realized I was going to have to learn to survive or be destroyed. And I did learn. By the time I got out, I had acquired all the skills needed to begin building my criminal empire. I even took a new name, Fisk. But I quickly became known as the Kingpin. I used my mastery of technology to break into the law enforcement computer system and to eradicate all records of my previous criminal identity. Only one thing remained to link me to the past.
We found him for you, Kingpin.
It is you. Nobody believed me, but I knew the famous Kingpin was really my boy, Willie.
Wrong. As far as the world must know, Willie ceased to exist when you left him in prison. Now, it's your turn.
No, please! Willie, don't do this!
I knew you were ruthless, but this...
The sacrifices must be made.
Kingpin's default look will have him in his white suit instead of his black suit, as I find NetEase tries to make their normal version of the character, or the basic version of the character, sometimes stand out, whereas Kingpin is normally found in the black suit, so this time they give him the white suit, and the black suit has been moved to the recolor. The special version would be Kingpin 2099, which is what Kingpin is like in the 2099 universe. And halfway through the season, his jail Kingpin uniform would come out, or Kingpin with the orange jail outfit. Move-wise, his primary fire is called Hidden Beam. This is his R2. He shoots a laser from his cane, It has 100 ammo like Jeff and is not his scan. His ability 1, called Crash and Smash, is his L2. He grabs an opponent and slams them over his back, dealing 200 damage, but has a full 3-minute reload. And like Doctor Strange's portal, it doesn't reset the reload when entering spawn and changing characters and swapping back. His second ability, or his movement ability, is called Cane Boost. It's his R1. Kingpin's cane shoots him in a completely random direction. It's kind of like gambling where you go. You could go right into the enemy's backline, you can go off the map, you can go to your backline. And this does deal damage into any enemies that you run into while boosting. Finally, we have ability number 3, which is called Bulk Up, which is the L1 ability. It grants Overshield, which is 25% of your current health, which segues perfectly into the fact that I forgot to mention earlier, Kingpin is a tank and the only tank I have on this list. As a tank main, I find that most tanks have an ability that either gives them a shield or gives them over health, just a way for them to tank more health, because that's kind of their role. And finally, for the ultimate, we have Mob Boss, which summons 6 mob grunts and 2 gang bosses as a part of his ult. The 6 mob grunts run around in random directions, kind of like 6 squirrel ults that deal way less damage and have less health. Each grunt goes in a random direction and can bounce off a total of 5 walls or players. On the other hand, there are 2 gang bosses that kind of follow him around and attack for him, like the little minions that Magic can spawn with her ability. Each mob grunt has 75 HP, and each gang boss has 100. Our final character is
I told you. You'd die for that. You should have gone for the head.
Thanos' default appearance is based off of how he looks in the MCU, and is also his most well-known appearance. His recolored version is him with his armor from the MCU. His special skin, or his third skin that comes out with him, is based off of a more comic-accurate appearance of the character. Finally, about halfway through the season, we'll have a skin inspired by his Ultimate Universe version of him. Move-wise, he has 6 moves that will slowly unlock throughout the game. As he charges up his ults, he gains another Infinity Stone every 20%, which gives him a new ability. Starting at 0%, we have his primary fire, Power Beam, which is his R2. This is a beam kind of like Cloak or Scarlet Witch, which automatically chases to an opponent, and this comes with the Power Stone. At 20% of his ult, he gains his ability 1, or his movement ability, called Space Rip, which is his R1. He would enter a teleport mode like Doctor Strange, and chooses an area within 50 meters. He instantly teleports himself and anyone else on either team from where he is now to wherever his chosen area is. The teleport is single use before going on reload, which has a reload about as long as the portal for Doctor Strange. Maybe slightly less, because you can't use this for 20 seconds. It's instant use. This is the Space Stone, by the way. His second ability unlocks at 40% of his ult, and it's called Reality Warp, which is his circle button. This all it does is it breaks all breakable objects and fixes all fixable objects with the Reality Stone. Because, you can do pretty overpowered stuff with the Reality Stone, but you want to keep it kind of simple. His third ability is called Soul Bond, which is his L1, and off the top of my head, if that's what Adam Warlock's ability is called, then we're changing what that's called now. This unlocks at 60% of his ult, and his soul bonds with the nearest enemy. If you die, then they will die, and if they die, you heal to full. and that's the Soul Stone. At 80% result, he unlocks ability 4, which is Time Freeze, or L2. As soon as he uses Time Freeze, it freezes time for everyone in the area for 5 seconds. This freezes teammates and opponents, and the game treats it like they don't exist at all. The payload or the mission vehicle will still move even if the opponents are on it, as long as they're frozen. The point will still claim, and the only person that can move through this is Thanos, but he cannot damage anyone that is frozen. This is the Time Stone. Finally, at 100% of result, we unlock Mind Swap, which is a square ability, which swaps controls with the nearest enemy. The nearest enemy starts controlling Thanos with however much HP Thanos has, and Thanos becomes whatever character they were with however much HP they have. It has the same moves, abilities, cooldowns as the character you're supposed to be. Like, for example, if a Venom swapped with a Thanos, then the person that was controlling Thanos now has all of Venom's abilities and cooldowns and stuff that was on cooldown. And this lasts for 30 seconds or until someone dies. And if you die, you return to your body and the person is dead. And if they die, then they die and you return back to your body. But also at 100% of your ult, you unlock your ult, which is called Snap, which randomly kills half the currently alive players. It doesn't matter if they're in the spawn room or not. This can kill your teammates or your opponents. And if there's an odd number of people that are alive right now, it always rounds up. This can kill anyone except yourself, and you are not included as the amount of people currently alive. So if the entire lobby is still alive, it treats it like there's 11 people still alive, because you would not be counted. Thanos also has 2 team-ups, his first team-up being Stones of Time. This ability lets Doctor Strange allow Thanos' Time Freeze to not work on his teammates, only freezing opponents. His second team-up is called Spatial Recognition. This ability lets Thanos give Loki the ability to use Space Rip. I just wanted to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. This is a new channel I started, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. If you liked any of these ideas, please hit the thumbs up button down below. If you want to sub, you can. It's entirely up to you. If you have any of your ideas, please comment them below, and I might use them in a future video with proper credit. And if you are subbed, you can click the bell only if you want my notifications. Signing off, Cyclops.